Okay, it's Mildred Dillon, CPAing today because we're going to be talking about taxes. Now, here at the Money Doctor, we don't do taxes, okay? But everything that we do is designed to help you get to the tax return, have better numbers, have the reports, all the things to have a better tax filing experience. So that's why what I want to talk about today is just some of the things that you should have had filed by now, depending on the type of business that you are when it comes to those taxes and tax due dates. I want to just say this right now. Once you start a business, there's kind of no such thing as tax season because all year long we've got requirements. Again, depending on the type of business, we need to always have taxes on our mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share a resource and you'll be able to send me a message. I'll send it right to you where we're going to look at just some of what we know should have happened by now. Now we're talking like almost mid-March, okay? So this is 2.5 months in, let's say 75 days-ish to where these things should have been filed or on the way to being filed. And some of it's going to vary still by state. So that's why you want to have that professional standing by. This is not a tax thing per se, but again, it's what we do at the Money Doctor. You want to have all of your bank accounts, credit card accounts, PayPal, your Square, everything reconciled by now. Reconciliations mean you're making sure what's on that statement is in your software. Those are reports we can trust because you've taken the time to go line by line, or technology actually does it in most cases, to make sure that it matches so that we trust what that software is spitting out. So for all businesses by now, we're talking 2.5 months into the new year, you should have had those accounts reconciled already, and you should have generated the reports and reviewed those reports with your CPA, bookkeeper, whoever's handling that part of your business. Now, you should have also, in most cases, paid that last quarterly installment. Remember, you've heard estimated tax payments. So last year you did three. They give you till January to do that fourth one in a lot of cases. And so that should have been paid if you're one of those businesses. So at this point, I want to talk about two sides of the house. Okay. You've either got employees and payroll or you don't. All right. Two sides of the house. So on this side of the house, we're talking about businesses that paid contractors. So let's say for different reasons, people qualify as independent contractors and don't have to go on payroll. Well, in that case, you should have filed, sent out those 1099s, okay? And also the 1096, which is like the cover page or summary for the 1099s. Pretty simple. You just total up everything you paid them for the year. Hopefully you got all their information on W-9s. Okay, that's how you know what to put on the 1099 and you send them off. That should have been done by now. Again, we're in mid-March. And then we've got local things, okay? And again, this is for pretty much all businesses you need to be looking at. If you've got licenses, occupational license tax is definitely probably being renewed right about now for the prior year. Again, it could vary depending on your city. Check that because this is local. Okay, so you got local, state, federal, three levels of taxation here. Property tax, again, that's local. Franchise tax, business personal property. Again, these are taxes that get assessed to businesses that have some of these things. So make sure so that you've met those requirements. Now, remember, that's this side of the house. We're pretty much done. Although I do want to say you want to make sure you're preparing for that first estimated tax. See, we talked about the last one, right? In January. Well, we've got the next one coming up in April. So make sure you're putting those pennies aside. Make sure you've got that accounting system current January, February, March, so that you can make some good estimates. And then, of course, it's kind of based on last year, too. We'll talk about that in another video.